Hey, so I'm back again after holidays, and I'm sorry that if you have waited long for the new posts. Actually, this video also is supposed to be posted on last week, but we got a bit busy with the onboarding process for our new clients that joined the program after the holidays. So this video is also related to a very common concern lately I get from many parents. My child is picky eater, has sensory processing disorder. How could I follow GAPS diet with him or her? Where to start? Stay tuned, we will be covering very basic steps to start with this in video. Hello lovely parents, this is your dietitian and CGP Pooja and welcome back to my corner of the healing world. Welcome dedicated GAPS families. We talk so much about what to do for our autistic children, which therapies, which diets, which supplements, but today I want to talk about something even more foundational. It's the silent conductor that orchestrates everything else, the invisible container that makes all healing possible. I'm talking about the power of routine, power of predictability, practice. For a neurotypical child, routine is helpful. For an autistic child with a differently wired nervous system, routine is non-negotiable. Physiological medicine. It's the anchor in the world of sensory chaos. And when we fuse this powerful anchor with the transformative principles of the GAPS diet, we don't just manage symptoms, we create the optimal environment for the nervous system to regulate, the gut to heal, and true development to unfold. To understand this, we must look at the autistic brain. Research in neuroscience tells us that many autistic individuals experience difference in sensory processing and prediction coding. Simply put, the world is a loud, bright, unpredictable flood of information. A rigid, predictable routine acts as a cognitive map. It answers the constant anxious question: what comes next? What is expected of me? Is the world safe? Every time a known sequence unfolds, a predicted wake up, bathroom, get dressed, breakfast, it sends a signal to the amygdala, the brain's fear center, saying, all is well, you are safe. This reduces anxiety, conserves cognitive energy, and prevents meltdowns that come from system overload. Without this routine, the child is in constant low-grade state of stress. Their nervous system is on alert, diverting energy away from higher functions like learning, social engagement, and yes, even digestion. A stressed body cannot heal. This is the profound breach between daily rhythm and dietary healing. Without this routine, the child is in constant low-grade state of stress. Their nervous system is on alert, diverting energy away from higher functions like learning, social engagement, and yes, even digestion. Now, let's bring in the GAPS diet. At first glance, this restrictive food focuses protocol might seem like the opposite of comforting for a picky sensory sensitive eater. But I want you to see it through a new lens. The GAPS diet is a dietary routine of the highest order. Think about it. It removes the unpredictable inflammatory offenders, the processed foods, the sugars, the additives that cause chaotic blood sugar spikes and gut reactions. It replaces them with predictable, nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory foods served at predictable times. For the sensory sensitive picky eater, this consistency is a gift. It reduces anxiety. The fear of the new or unknown food is minimalized. Meals becomes a familiar rotation of safe, tolerated foods. This builds trust. Often food consistently doesn't cause pain like bloating, constipation, cramps. The child begins to trust the meal process. They learn that food equals to safety and nourishment, not discomfort. It manages sensory load, preparing foods the same way, that is always steaming carrots to the same softness, serving soup at the same temperature, reduces the sensory variables they must process. The meal routine, example, breakfast at 8 am, protein-rich lunch at 12 pm, fermented veggies with dinner, becomes as anchoring as the bedtime routine. It structures their internal biological day, regulating hunger cues and stabilizing energy. We are building external predictability to create internal stability. So how do we build this in real life? I call it implementing the growth triangle: structure, nourishment, and connection. The first thing is the pillar of daily structure. This is the non-negotiable framework. Create a visual schedule, anchor the day with 4 pillars: wake up time, 3 main meals, and bedtime. Fill the spaces between with predictable blocks for play, therapy, outside time, quiet, etc. etc. The goal isn't a military drill, but a rhythmic flow that the child can internalize. This structure lowers systemic stress, making the body more receptive to the food you will give it. Number 2 could be the pillar of dietary nourishment, gaps as a routine. Here is where you apply ruthless consistency. Meal timing. Serve meals and even snacks at the exact same times every single day. This regulates circadian rhythms and digestive enzymes release. Food rotation. Create a 7 or 10-day menu plan. Monday is always being chicken soup, Tuesday is always ground beef with squash, etc. Within this, you have a routine for how food is presented. Same plate, same cup, same sitting. If you can't make one for yourself, well, I make them always for my little clients in my program. I can surely help you out with that if you need them. Do the one bite ritual for new gaps foods. Create a tiny non-negotiable routine. For example, every Thursday dinner, we taste one pea-sized bite of sauerkraut. The predictability of the ritual often reduces resistance more than the food itself. Number 3 of the main part would be the pillar of relational connection. This is the fruit of the first 2 pillars. When a child is not in state of anxiety about their day or pain from their food, they have freed up cognitive and emotional bandwidth. This is when therapy becomes effective. This is when eye contact happens. This is when language emerges. The routine doesn't stifle, it liberates their capacity to connect and learn. The 4th pillar would be for the truly resistant child, the scaffolding approach. I hear you. My child won't even sit at a table. How can I create a food routine? We start not with food, but with sequence scaffolding. Forget about what's on the plate for a week. Your only goal is to build a pre-meal ritual. It could be wash hands, set the table with the same placement, sit for 2 minutes with a preferred drink. That's it. You are building the natural pathway of the routine. Once that is solid, you add the simplest, most accepted gaps food. Maybe just a bowl of stock to smell or a favorite vegetable to touch. You move at the pace of their nervous system, always prioritizing the predictability of the process over the content of the plate. We start exactly from where the child is. Would you believe if I say most of the time the resistance comes from us, the parents? Will my child eat this? The doubt, the resistance you are often spreading to your child unknowingly. They feed from your energy. If you are resisting something even unknowingly, they are gonna reflect the same. This journey is about shifting from crisis management to foundation building. The daily routine and the GAPS dietary routine are not 2 separate tasks actually. They are twin strategies working towards one goal: to calm the nervous system so that growth can occur. That's why I provide both in my program for the kids. The daily routine matches with a dietary routine. You are not just making a schedule or cooking a meal. You are an environmental architect, deliberately designing a world of predictability, safety, and deep nourishment. In that designed world, anxiety recedes, the gut can finally heal, and your child's true, beautiful potential has a stable ground it needs to emerge and flourish. So if this resonates with you anywhere, then please share this video with another parent who needs to see it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that empowers you on this journey. If you need more clarity about the process of the program, then go ahead and book a free one-on-one session. If you like to grab one, link is given below. I make new videos every week on how beneficial GAPS diet could be for autistic kids with traditional nutritional health approach and easy, sustainable, healthy living. Thank you for your time. See you in the next videos. Till then, bye.